As it is in most of the African communities, ancestors are believed to commune with the living, whose role is to offer solution to problems that are beyond human understanding. Clans and communities have sacred shrines where sacrifices are offered to the spirit, either to appease or call for intervention. Mzee Galgalo, a Wayuu elder, affirms that these cultural practices remain hereditary among Cushitic communities, giving reason why it has survived for centuries.
All these communities on the northern part of Kenya, particularly the Boran, Gabra, Rendile, Wayuu, is not eroded is because we have roots in Ethiopia. So we have all the paramount king who is called Abagada.
In Badassa, Ilmansharfi village in Garissa County, the Wayuu elders have converged to seek ancestral guidance on the prolonged drought spell and the interclan conflicts that has left hundreds of their animals dead while man gasping for his last breath. The elders allude it is God's wrath.
We have experienced drought. We have experienced war in Marsabit County. We have experienced also misunderstanding between communities which are living in Marsabit County. As a result, Wayuu being the firstborn and religious, they decided to have a korbes of Wayuu. That korbes becomes sacrificial ram or a he-goat. We call it korm or korbes.
The korbes ceremony, also referred as the ritual of the he-goat, must be conducted to cleanse the land, officiated by the Hayu or clan elder, selected by Abagada, the king of Hayu who hails in Ethiopia. Mzee Turudima is the final man here to carry the cross of his tribe at this time of despair. Mzee Galgalo says the Wayuu spiritual elder, also known as Kalu, must be consulted to affirm the willingness of the ancestors in receiving the sacrifice. His position remains sacred.
The only person who cannot be got rid of the power is Kalu. Kalu is born, and you cannot appoint Kalu. Kalu is born. So he's on religious, sacrificial, offering, and what have you. So Kalu cannot be overturned, his authority. So that one is known.
For korbes to take place, the senior clan elder, called Hayu, must stamp the ritual. If not, the disaster will befall those who partake in this ceremony.
He has also authority to appoint Jalab with that authority of seniority. So it is delegated power like that one. So Abagada is overall. And if you are not leading the community very well, that position can be taken from you and given to somebody else who is more potential.
In his absence, the second in command, known as Jalab, selected by Hayu, will authenticate the exercise.
Hayu has a messenger, which is Jalab. And then this Jalab will now call upon us. He said, we are having korbes on this day. We are having a ceremony on this day. Nobody is going to refuse, whatever they pass it to us. But he is also consulting them. And then he knows the law, the traditional law.
Jalab has powers to command any of the families among the Chako clan, of whom is to provide the sacrificial goat for the ceremony. There are those forbidden from attending this ritual, as they are termed unclean, and they will invoke the God's wrath. These are adulterous men and women, teenagers who got pregnant before marriage age, promiscuous youths, murderers, and rapists. Among the clans of the Wayuu, only the Chako clan is allowed to perform the Korbes ritual. No one outside this sacred clan has right to offer the sacrifice.
And Chako is the clan of religious, which is called Kalu or Kalu, the people of religious or religious significance. So it is out of this Chako, they now choose the 7. And that 7 stands for 7 days of a week.
It is this clan where 7 sacred elders are chosen by Wayuu. They are mandated to oversee the Korbes ceremony.
Kuhusu hii mambo ya watu 7 ambayo wamechaguliwa, kimila sasa ni ruhusu hivyo. Lazima ni mlango fulani ama nyumba fulani lazima ichaguliwe kwa hii family fulani. Hata mimi kwa mzee nikienda retire, kijana wangu atachaguliwa, kijana yangu atachaguliwa, naende kimila hivyo mpaka mwisho.
According to the Wayuu traditions, the Korbes ceremony is only conducted on specific months as advised by Chako spiritual elder after studying the sky.
These rituals is not performed during the darkness of the night. That's obvious. Wherever you go, we shall not perform any rituals or any ceremony during the darkness of the night. We wait for new moon. A new moon means light. A light is done, the moon dominates the night and the sun dominates the day. So we want trans night and day so that the light will prevail among these communities.
Our arrival in the holy land of Wayuu made the elders uneasy as we were termed intruders and not clean for the ritual. Though invited, we are compelled to undergo cleansing, followed by putting on white linen as a sign of purity. There are strict norms that crown this ritual. These are: a he-goat must be provided by one of the elders of the Chako clan. The ritual must be done between the 7th and 10th day of the full moon. Only elders from the Chako clan are mandated to officiate the ritual and must be 7 in number. The sacrificial goat must spend the night in the bedroom of one of the elders. After passing the cleansing test, the 7 elders hail to the Sacred Heart where the first ritual is done. Dried coffee berries and kumbi are offered to the 7 chosen elders, meant for blessing the ceremony and the honor of the heart. I'm left out in this part because I don't belong in the Chako clan.
The fiber is called eargums. It is meant to tie whatever they get in the corner of the sheep. You can saw that the elders, the 7 elders, they were each kind of biting a bit of coffee. That is known as bunnakalla, killing of the coffee bean. Okay, that is part of the ceremony, and then normally they would rub their palms with it and smear a bit of on the forehead, and sometimes on the arms and legs, and maybe their walking stick. It's kind of a blessing.
Thereafter, Dancing and singing of war songs fills the air. This goes on for 30 minutes. And it is meant to invoke the spirits of the ancestors and grant them right of going ahead with the ritual. After this exercise, the elders stroll out, heading to the animal shed to collect the chosen sacred he-goat, as chorus war songs are sung. The he-goat must be covered with a white sugar as the elders chorus war songs, moving around the cycle, meant to make peace with the spirits. One of the elders then reveals, over time the ancestors rejected the selected sacrificial goat because the owner did not give it wholeheartedly. All this time, women and children are kept far from the holy ground, watching from a distance. The he-goat is led into the sacred hut, where it will spend the night with the 7 chosen elders, singing throughout the night. This is meant to keep the spirit of the forefathers active and rejuvenated. As the sun rushes to bury the day in the folds of the hills, elders are in the haste to ensure the final ritual called Buna, or coffee ritual, is done before darkness sets in.
Coffee berry is used for any sacred ceremony. And it is significant that the moment you fry that coffee, the smoke goes up the sky. And that smoke up the sky, we said, oh God, we are praying to you. We are giving you offering. And this is a significant offering we are giving you. So listen to our prayer and bless us, because we have given you the coffee. So coffee is for the prayer.
The coffee berries are immersed in the boiling cooking oil to soften before milk is added. This exercise is only done by the eldest woman in the clan, and Wara Isako is tasked to deliver. The wife to the owner of the sacred hut is also allowed to take up the role, as it is termed sacred. 30 minutes of waiting, Buna is ready. And must be served in a wooden container called kori. This exercise fully abides to the customs.
So it has a very, very important significance among the Oromo community, the Sidam community, and the Amhara community, or generally all over Ethiopia. They give a lot of reverence to coffee as being grown from the tears of God. So they feel it is a gift from God. And therefore, any ritual, any ceremony must involve the coffee ceremony or bunna ceremony, as it is called in the Oromo language.
The serving of elders is also done by the elder woman in the homestead.
When serving the coffee, it is the owner of the ceremony must serve from her lap, and she is the one who will serve us, because her husband is the owner of the ceremony, He's the one who will first of all test, and then followed by Hayu, and then followed by Hayu Jalab, and then the rest of us now will get the smearing of the oil. So it is served accordingly.
More prayers are recited.
A prayer is always done during that one, during the offering of the coffee berry. A prayer is not done at the darkness. They say when the sun has set, the evil spirits move us around. So we say now, we should not ask God when the sun is not there. So light, and God could see you when there's light. That is their belief.
At this point, I had a chance to taste the buna. The first day is over. As the darkness fills the Ilman Sharif village, the 7 elders have insomnia. That night, as singing to the spirits goes on. While the he-goat will enjoy its last comfort in the bedroom, awaiting to face the crows.
Kabla yetu venye ilichagua mbeleni, lazima ilale hata sitting room, lazima ilale bedroom. Venye tuliona hata mbeleni venye ilikaa, sio hata sitting room, bedroom, karibu na bed, lazima ilale hapo. Watu wanaenda kuimba mpaka asubuhi hapo.
The fierce golden rays of the sun lights up the tiny village of Badasa. The D-Day of Korbe's ritual. All is set for the exercise ahead, and the goat will not have a chance of escaping the killer blade.
Today we are Ilman Charfi in Marsabit County, and the Wayuu elders are preparing to do a ritual meant to appease the goats after the long spell of drought.
The elders in their lean bodies embark on a holistic journey of accomplishing their calling, interceding for the gods. The 7 chosen elders of Chako clan each has to bear a mark of identity, and this exercise is done by the senior most among the 7.
Hii alama ni kuonyesha ushujaa wa vijana na wazee, shujaa ya kabila. So si kila mtu napaka, wale wanajuana ndio wanapaka hiyo na kuonyesha ushujaa.
Dressed in white sparkling robes and turbans around their grey heads signifies purity, as the crowns come with rank and responsibility each has in this exercise.
You see the way we dress, it must be white. White dress means cleanliness, holiness. You see? That's why we all put in the white sheet. And then the kilemba, a married person must have a kilemba. So we are all married. And then the difference is that we have seniority. And the seniority is put on by, it's supposed to be 3 people. There's Hayu, there's Jalab, and then the master of the ceremony.
The Korbe ceremony hits climax, and pouring of holy blood of the sacrificial goat stamps the ritual. The elders lead the innocent goat to the sacrificial site as singing calms the tense atmosphere. As the innocent he-goat takes its last breath, it is the ancestors rejoice for the sacrifice the he-goat has made to make peace for the living. Thereafter, the collected raw blood is applied on the forehead of the 7 elders, while women of the homestead is smeared on their shoulders.
We must pour blood. One, to appease the dead, our ancestors. And then we ask now, God, our ancestors, we have given you the blood. We have slaughtered for you. And then we smear the blood here. And I say, may it unite us with you, and you being away from us, you are next to God. So pray for us also to our God, that we have offered him this sacrifice.
Thereafter, each elder ties strips of goat skin, called a midage, around their wrist. This is most significant.
That signifies that they have been to a ceremony where an animal has been sacrificed. And for those people or those community members who are unable to attend the ceremony for one reason or the other, then every person is given a long strip of skin. So when he goes back to his village or Manyata, then he will cut into smaller strips and give out first to his male children, then the male children of their clan who may be present in his village or Manyata. So the significance is that somebody has sacrificed an animal, and there must have been an important ceremony. It's called midich.
While the owner of the ceremony or homestead has to tie the he-goat testes around the wrist as a blessing for productivity. The intestines of the kurbes are not eaten but used to foretell the future. This exercise is done by the spirited man of the Chako clan. At a single stare, he reveals the unknown. The signs clearly indicates the coming of the flu that will sweep across the Wayuu kingdom, raising an alarm to the elders.
Inaonyesha kwamba kuna mvua, alafu kuna mvua kidogo, na kuna kitu kama homa ambayo itatokezea. Ukinyesha utakuwa na homa kidogo. Alafu hapa inaonyesha kwamba kulingana na ile mvua itanyesha, watu watakuwa watashiba. Kuna mvua ya kutosha. Naona ametuonyesha hii red. Hii ni dalili ya mvua.
Rahman Mogale, a cultural researcher with the 40 years of experience, raises fears that these cultural practices will not be practiced by the 4 generations to come as urbanization is taking over Africa.
In this county, Marsabit County, the communities are still maintaining or practicing their raw culture. But unfortunately, the last few years, 5-10 years, there is the risk of it being diluted. Why? Because of course, modernization, exposure to modern technology, education, of course, religion comes in. The next 3 or 4 generations, there's every possibility it might disappear.
The Korbes ritual is over. The feasting starts to revamp the energy. The elders believe their prayers are already heard. Dark clouds gathers as an indicator for the rains to come. A bouncy harvest will be realized. For Culture Quest, I'm Levis Msumba.